Hello, this is Tracy Best. This is Video Discussion Board Form 7. Our topic today is after this module week's lesson in reading, discuss Simonson's equivalency theory and how it might affect how university or K-12 handle development, implementation, and management of a distance learning program. I am here in our course text, Teaching and Learning at a Distance, Foundations of Distance Education, 6th edition. I'm on page 50, and this is kind of in the heart of where equivalency theory is discussed. It comes down to equivalent rather than identical learning experiences. That the more equivalent the learning experience of distance students are to that of local students, the more equivalent will be the outcomes of the learning experiences. And I think that's a really huge difference that could be easily overlooked. Identical, we want everything to be equal. We want all students to have exactly the same things, and we want to make sure that nothing is left out. But at the same time, when you think in terms of special education, identical is not equal. Certainly not, because different students have different learning needs. Really, what we're looking at here, what K-12 and higher learning are going to need for distance education is a demonstration of concept and skill acquisition. Some students are going to need more support than others. And yes, all students will have the opportunity and will have access to all those supports, but not all of them are going to be needed by every student. I couldn't help but think, while I was thinking and writing, that a lot of this smacks of separate but equal, that all, I'm talking about segregation, and how that clearly, looking back at it, at the time, I'm sure a lot of the people thought that it made sense. Well, it's absolutely, exactly the same. They're getting the same education. Black students and white students get exactly the same things, but in reality, that isn't how it worked out. Black students frequently did not have access to the same textbooks, and if they did, they were the 10-year-old hand-me-downs from the white schools. And once anything had left a white school and entered a black school, it could never go back to a white school. And I mean, that's just one tiny little piece of that puzzle that clearly we look back at that and we know that didn't work. But thankfully, being educated at a distance is much more of an equalizer of students than segregation was.